Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. What's going on? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and yeah, so the Firo, whatever you want to call it, upgrade happened last night. I did a last-minute live stream, trying to get Hive to play ball with me. Didn't work out to my liking, but it's okay. Went back to Windows and just did it that way. So far, the upgrade is successful, and right now all I'm doing is I'm downclocking my system to try to get everything situated, because I'm gonna turn on Firo. We're gonna see how the hash rates are. I really want to talk more about the network hash rate, what I've seen. It's almost like a buy the rumor, sell the news type situation, because I see that the profitability, or excuse me, not the profitability, but also the price of Firo has dropped significantly. So yeah, let's see. Let me just get some clocks in. I hope all of you are doing very well wherever you are in this world. The clocks that I am applying for maybe some of these cards are not the best, but FiroPoW is not a new algorithm. FiroPoW is an algorithm that many in the mining community have advocated for, to kick ASICs off, to make it more fair to GPU mining, yada yada yada. So the hash rates and our experience with it should be the same. I mean, honestly, you probably could take your KPOW overclocks for your GPUs and just apply it to, the rest, which I'm assuming you may have already done. Yeah, alright, so that's good. I'll check live chat here in a minute. And I really want to talk about the network hash rate. So give me a sec. Because I took some images last night, or over the course of the day, yesterday, and then we're going to look at and compare what today or this morning is. 1660 Ti, we can leave that alone. 3070. We could probably run the memory clock this high. I just don't want it to crash since I'm remoted in right now. And interrupt the live stream because I got to go out there and do whatever. I am currently working, as usual. I'm always working, you know me. Well, at least most of you know me. 2080 is a little bit down clock. She's running a little hot here in the Florida heat. I wish it would become a little bit of winter. The nice cold snap we had a couple weeks ago was really nice. Didn't have to heat up the house or cool the house. Everything was just right. Perfect conditions for mining. Alright, 2 more cards. The only problem with having to go card by card, one by one. Alright, so this one is the 16... No, this is 3060. Wow, you were low. Why were you so low? That's supposed to be for Ethereum. That should be a lot higher than that. Anyways, we'll play around with that in a minute. And then we'll check live chat, talk about what the upgrade. Did you guys have a good time upgrading? Because I think some of the pools went down last night, to be honest. And I mean, we would expect that because they were in the mid upgrade. But a lot of people were having errors connecting. It could be configuration of the miner. It could be a number of things. All right, let me save this profile real quick. And go away. All right, so we're gonna save this one as 3. Okay. All right, so 5, my Ethereum, 3's my all around like auto switching one. Let's see if it will let me mine some Firo. Put this down here. Keep an eye on hardware info. Alright. Let's let that spin up. Firo is a privacy-focused coin. It's been around for quite some time. Zcoin, it was the original name, then became Firo. It switched from a number of different algorithms to MTP, and then now to FiroPoW. MTP is Merkle Tree Protocol, but there was a lot of situations that I guess the Firo devs didn't like. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off because it looks like no matter what I do, my connectivity falls to crap. So if you're not getting enough free resources, you may not have... So I bumped into that. What was it? Where did I bump into that? I bumped into that in a number of ways. So if you look up my channel, go on my main page and look up code 43, code 12. I have a video on it where sometimes you have to disable some of the, on the GPUs, you may have to disable some resources. For example, on the H81 old school motherboard, I had to disable like the serial port, the COM port. I had to disable a few things inside the BIOS to allow the resources to be utilized for the PCIe lanes and stuff like that. It really depends on your setup, your system, your motherboard, stuff like that. But check out my video on code 43, code 12 and see if that helps you out. But if the GPUs are saying code 12, not enough resources, I think we just got a crash. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and update the flight sheet for my AMD system. We'll go ahead and switch that over to Firo. We'll keep an eye on the overview page and see how that turns out. Thank you, Tech Shinji, for the $6.69. Remember the Canterbury. Thank you, sir. I will always remember, because you will be there to remind me. Yeah, so I like Mint Pond too. So Aaron Walker says, I'm on Mint Pond, had a few issues, but a new miner, not sure if it was me or them. Got it sorted pretty quickly though. Mint Pond was the only pool that I could connect to, and I was trying to connect to 2 miners last night and I was getting errors. So Mint Pond seemed to be the best one, and I'm not sure why. All right, so can't start T-Rex, failed to initialize device, map, can't get bus ID code 6. Problem with GPU. Which GPU are you having problems with though? You didn't tell me. Let's see if we can find out. GPU 2 looks like one of them because it's missing from hardware info. GPU 4 looks like one of them. GPU 7. GPU 8. Alright, so I know what we need to do. We're probably going to have to restart, but we're going to basically drop the memory down a whole lot more than where it's at right now. Two miners had 0 problems, but for some reason when I was connecting to it last night, Swamp, it was giving me connection errors. Could not connect to 2 miners, port 8181, yada yada yada. I don't know what the deal was, brother. And then when I tried the batch file for Mint Pond, I connected right away. So it must have been like that short window or moment where I connected late last night. Maybe they were doing the upgrade, maybe they were transitioning. I don't know what happened, but all I know is that I was having severe issues connecting, or just trying to set up the auto forks feature using some type of auto switching program like Awesome Miner or HiveOS. Max Voltage was able to do it by using scheduling with HiveOS, which I should have done. But in the long run, what I like to do is just get the cryptocurrency, right? So Ethereum is the most profitable right now, even for some of the non-LHR, at least my system, right? My system is different than y'all's system because I have a mixed rig. So the LHR GPUs are just thrown in the bunch. An Awesome Miner If you look here, I can separate them, LHR, non-LHR, and then I have it, you know, one dual mining and the other one's, you know, just focusing on Ethereum. And then I just convert that Ethereum to whatever currency that I would like, rather than, you know, having to mine Firo. Now, the Firo is a good project. It's not as popular as what we know out there, but yeah, so number 8 died, so we need to downclock that one. But I mean, it's still a good project, and it's a project that's been around for a long time. It's not a pop-up meme project that's just going to disappear after X amount of time. But let's see here, the 1080 Ti gone. All right, yeah. So we need to reboot. So let's do that now real quick. And see how is HiveOS doing. Come on, connection. Killing me here. Running really, really hot. Let's see what's going on here. That memory is extremely hot. Woo-wee. Yeah, I need to do a teardown on the PowerColor. The Gigabyte has thermal pads on the backside, but she's always been a problem child. I don't know why. I bet you this bad boy is restarting too. The PowerColors don't have any thermal pads on the backside. But they're also on top of the hot box. Alright, so there's some hash rate. So GPU 0, by the way, is the 6600 XT. GPU 1, most of them are 5700. So 5700 XT from Gigabyte, 5700 XT PowerColor, GPU 3, 5700 from ASRock, 5700 from PowerColor again. XFX 590 is GPU 5, and then GPU 6 is the XFX 5700 XT. So you can see they're all roughly within the same hash rate. If you want to see my clocks and everything, we'll go back to overview. Did it not set my clocks? No, it didn't. You son of a biscuit. Alright, hang on. Let's go back to overclocking. Click add to set overclock for algorithm. Why didn't you auto-select that? It is FiroPoW. What are you doing, man? You're killing me. Smalls, killing me. Alright. Let's do this. Overview, new tab. That's probably why it's running so hot. What's the power at? Power's okay. Could get the voltage down a little bit more. Temps are really up there, though. What's the fan speed at? 100, 60, 60. Oh, yeah, we need to get those fan speeds down. Alright, let's, core clock. Let me see what's going on. Looks like there's a lot of binging and going on in my work. Memory clock. Fan. And this is just me playing around. This is not like what you should be doing, because there's plenty of other people probably in the live chat right now telling me to do things that will probably be better for my system. We'll have to see. I'm gonna restart the miner just so that way it could let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, GPU 5 dead. GPU 5. Temperature 511C. Okay, that's a sensor problem. Because if it just did a 511C, we just melted that card, bro. Like hardcore. Alright, if it doesn't restart, I'll go over there. Let's see if this system is back online. So I could probably put the Nvidia system on Hive. That's usually how I run when I'm running with Ethereum, but lately it's just been iffy with Firo. So we got the ETH pill for the 1080 Ti. And it looks like we got some updates. TRX miner 24.5. Yeah. Okay. Correction. What do you do for Firo? Do you do anything for Firo? User interface. Correction. Setting note. Miner via the HTTP API. Okay. I'll update that later. Yeah, Ravencoin is still needs some love. Not a lot of people give it love. I need to turn the AC on because it's getting hot in here. I'm still doing that, by the way. Drex 99. You can see I had a little dip here because my network connectivity is crap. And it's because I think it's now that I've been dealing with this, you know, I've been blaming Comcast and Xfinity. I really think it's my NIC. The NIC on this ASRock X570 Tachi Razor, I think is bad. Is really what I think it is. All right, let's see if this thing. Well, first off, we need a down clock. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. We need to down clock some things because remember the 1080 Ti went down, and what I notice is sometimes if the memory clock is too high or the core clock's too high, it will cause issues. So let's check the last 3060 that I can check for. I really wish MSI will update this. If there's a new update on MSI that allows me to see more than 8 GPUs other than having to go into settings, somebody let me know, please. I can't keep up with everybody. I can't keep up with all the mining channels. I can't keep up with all the new technology. I can't keep up with everything, but I do my best. Okay, that seems like a legal matter going on right now. Today, my team is working with. All right, so we're on 9. We just did 9. Let's go to 10. Let's just drop this down. Even though the 1650 supers or 1660 supers are pretty good, let's just turn it down. I'd rather just have something stable than something that is the maximum efficiency. Because it might only be efficient for X amount of time before it crashes. But yeah, ProgPoW and MTP are more core intensive, but memory does help. If you look at some of the Reddit sheets I have and data that I put out there, they like core, but mem does help. It's just mem doesn't help as much as it would on, say, for example, Ethereum. Ethereum is very memory intensive. whereas ProgPoW, KPoW, MTP, all those algos are more core intensive. Do I sell my Firo? I have not sold any of my Firo, aka Zcoin, yet. I'm still actually hanging on to quite a bag of ZTP or Zcoin Firo. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute, because as I was saying at the beginning of this video, it kind of felt like a buy the rumor, sell the news type situation. If we look at CoinMarketCap, which we will do here in a minute. I just wanted to get these clocks down. I have to reset some profiles, but we'll leave that one as 3. We'll get this to GPU 0, which is the 3060. And then we'll start this back up. And then let's talk about that. All right, so basically, you know, Firo tweeted out, you know, smooth transition. People posted the first block, yada, yada. But here's the pricing, right? So over the past day, you know, leading up into the 25th, which was yesterday, you can see that Firo got all the way up to $10, and then it started to drop prior to the upgrade. And then the upgrade seemingly happened overnight, so I would say somewhere in this range, and then it just dipped down. So it almost felt like people were expecting the upgrade to, you know, because some forks, and you gotta be careful when you say forks, hard fork, soft fork. Some people, every time they hear the word fork, they think they're gonna get X amount of cryptocurrency for X amount of holdings. That's not necessarily true. But it kind of felt like in preparation to this upgrade, people were buying Firo, and then now it's dipping back down, when that wasn't the case at all. You weren't getting 1 of 1 or 2 of 1, whatever it is. I mean, Firo's been around for a long time. It may have only been listed on CoinMarketCap 2016 of October, but it's been around for a while. I mean, the all-time high looks like, what, 142? Somewhere in there, and we're nowhere near that. We're around $9.27. The markets it's available on is quite wide, and they're on most of the major ones. So Firo's been around for a while. It's definitely got that prestige, so to speak. But let's look at something real quick. I want to talk about this. So I'm gonna bring up some pictures here. Let me know if you guys can't see this, and then I'll answer some questions in the live chat. But basically, you can see yesterday I was taking some pictures of what the network hash rate was, and the network hash rate around 3:33 p.m. was 23.08 gigahash. The profitability for Firo around that time was around 42 to 49. This is for my mixed rig and systems. My cards, maybe not for you. You have to check for you. But it was around $50 after electric, maybe 42. Then again later on that night, $50, later on 42. Then the network hash rate, again, still 25.18 gigahash. So it went up 2 gigahash and prior to the actual upgrade. Then we have, let's see here, is there anything else I really wanted to show you? That was at 9. This is at 12. Same thing, $50, 42 after electric. Went up from 25 to 27 gigahash. So it went 23 gigahash on the network, 25 gigahash on the network, 27 gigahash on the network. And it just slowly climbed up. But now, look what it is. 203 gigahash. And it's calculated differently, right? So ProgPoW is calculated differently than MTP. So I'm not sure how we would correlate that, but if we look at 2 miners, you can see it's just averaging of 20 gigahash or so, and just bam, shoots all the way up to a higher number in the hundreds of gigahash. So I'm not sure if that's everybody switching over and everybody trying to get in on Firo, or is it just that because ProgPoW and MTP are calculated differently as far as hash rate, that it would do that. All right, so it looks like my miner keeps dying on the Nvidia system. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's see here, error T-Rex failed to initialize device map bus ID. I dealt with this before. All right, so this system is just going to be for this side of the operating system is just going to be for Ethereum. Yeah. So we're gonna have to reboot again and see how that goes. Let's see how this AMD system is going. It's going pretty good. Let's get loaded into it, see how it's going. But I mean, the algorithm for it should be, or excuse me, the hash rates for it should be relative to FiroPoW. So if you got a 3070 Ti, you might be around 35 mega hash. If you have, you know, a 6700 XT, I have that. If you get a 3060 Ti LHR, I have that. I don't have that. I got a 3060 Ti non-LHR. I got a lot of content on here. 3060 regular, like the OG one, revision 1, about 22, maybe 20 mega hash at 135 watts. Actually, what was the clocks on that? Yeah, something's going on. I think I had the TDP too low. The core clock too high, the TDP too low, and the mem. I just need to zero out until I get the system stable on Windows. But I bumped into that issue before. If I'm mining anything besides Ethereum on Windows with all those GPUs, for some reason it crashes. I may need to reinstall Windows fresh, but I can just switch over to Hive and be just fine. Which, let's go ahead and do real quick. So there's the hash rates. Let's see. Temperature is a lot cooler, as the young individual mentioned. Your fan speeds, John W. Thank you. Yeah, it didn't auto select the algorithm that I had set up, or the overclock setting that I had set up. But it's all good. It's all good. Hey, Bojangles, thank you for the $5. So what is your profitability then? Okay, well, let's go look. So right now, compared to last night, let's see here. What do we got? We got 16800, which is the system we're using right now, so we can't count that. We got 5 of these. We got... one of these. One of these will be in later today. 3080 non-TI LHR. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. Actually, we have 1 of these. We have 1 of these. We got 2 of these. We have 2 of these. We got 1 of these. We got 1 of these. Well, technically it's the 590. We got 1 of these. We got 2 of these, and we got 1 of these, and then we also have 1 of these. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's right. All right, and then 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right. So profitability right now is crap. So this is what I was concerned about. Firo is not being calculated. Now that the fork's been switched over, you can see Firo is nowhere on this list. We're going to have to give it some time before we can actually calculate the profitability, or I'll show you a trick. Block Explorer. Let's see here. You take another coin that's on ProgPow, and we're going to need some basic information. Let's see here. Maybe 2 miners has it. Miners online, network hash rate. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Okay, we need the price, which we know the price is around $9.27. So that's this much in BTC. But we're gonna need the block height. Or what do we need? We need the block reward. Okay. So BTC value, exchange rate, disable that. We need the difficulty, and we need the block reward. All right, so Firo block reward. I think it's 6.25 or 6.5. Wow, I'm wrong. I am so wrong. Sorry, Firo. I know I'd suck. All right, so now we need the current difficulty. Firo crypto difficulty. What is the current difficulty? Where are you at? So 11.74K. How does that work? 11. I think that's right, right? 11.74K. Hang on, let's see something real quick. If we hit calculate. No, I got the difficulty wrong. So 11.74K. 11,740K. No, that's no way. That's right. I'm putting in the difficulty wrong. I'm putting in the difficulty wrong for sure. But yeah, so you put in the block reward, 1% fees, and you could just take over a currency. It doesn't have to be Raven coin. It could be 0, but you got to put in the exchange rate. You hit disable, put in difficulty, and then you can calculate. But obviously the math is not. This math is not right. I mean, if we were making $80 a day off of a system that I was usually making $70 a day, that's not bad at all. That's an extra $10. So, but yeah, something tells me I'm putting in the difficulty wrong. Even though it says here, 11.74K network difficulty. Am I putting that in right? I don't know. I really don't know. Difficulty for 3 days, 24 hours, 112. I mean, I think I'm putting that in right, but it probably would be best just to wait it out and see like what to mine. We'll put it back on. Actually, let's tweet at them real quick. They're really good about getting back to me. If you're watching this, I'll post a link in the live chat to where you can retweet or comment on it. Are you going to update the calculator to show the latest updates from Firo so we can calculate our profits? And let's show them that it's not on here. Well, actually, we don't need to show them that it's not on here. I'm pretty sure they know. All right, anyways, so AMD system's doing good. My other system, the Nvidia system, is not doing too good. I probably need to go restart. I need to restart it and throw it into HiveOS again, and I bet you it will be just fine. It's just Windows being Windows with this many GPUs. I have it pre-configured to auto start mining. If it for whatever reason it boots into Windows, like I changed the boot order. Usually it would be the Hive OS, but it automatically goes in and starts mining Ethereum, which is what I really want. Because if you look at again at my profitability for my rigs or my system, what's best for me, it may not be best for you, is literally to mine Ethereum, right? $70 a day, and then I flip that into whatever crypto I want. That is the best way to do it for me right now. I mine directly the cryptocurrency that I want, and then I flip it. If we mine NiceHash or through NiceHash, we're losing about $3, $4, $5, $7. It really depends on what the heck's going on. So mining directly to me is the best way to go, and then flipping it for whatever coin you want is good. Obviously, that depends because Ethereum price gouging is happening, or fees are high or whatever. So I usually wait for the weekends when it's dead or a little bit quieter, and then try to flip whatever. Some coins aren't tradable against the ETH pairing, so maybe you have to convert ETH to BTC. You can use major exchanges for that. But yeah, mining directly to cryptocurrency, at least the top 5 cryptocurrencies, and then trading it out for maybe a lesser coin is, to me, the better way to go. But right now, that's my current rigs profitability minus the 6,800 that's in the system that we're using right now. So Ravencoin Lite was popping. Ravencoin Lite was popping, but I don't think it's popping anymore. They were actually talking about switching algorithms to X25X, I want to say. But you can see here, back when my system was averaging around $40 mining Ethereum, I used Exos, put in the difficulty, the block reward, the fees, and the exchange rate, and I would be making $38 or $33 after electric, and then on 10-1 you could see that it dropped down even further to $17.43 and then $12.34. So it really depends on the exchange rate via BTC of Ravencoin Lite and what it is at now. I mean, we can, it's not even on here, is it? No, it's still not on here. Ravencoin Lite RVL. No, see, there's other RVLs in there, but you can get that the actual exchange rate and plug that information in to your miner and be good to go. All right, let me get this stuff back to where it needs to be. System's gonna run slower because I'm mining right now, so let's try to stop that. So 1660 super. Yeah, anybody answer my question about if there's can you do auto switching vid update sometime soon, please? Thanks in advance. So auto switching update, you talking about with Awesome Miner, Adam? And thank you for the $5. So auto switching, it's either NiceHash, Awesome Miner, what is it? Unmineable. Does Unmineable do auto switching? I think they do. But really, I just like Awesome Miner. So you want me to do an auto switching update? Okay. I will consider that and do my best. Just for you, Adam. Alright, so the 1660 super is good. Are you guys feeling lonely? Do I need to put my face back on the camera? I mean, you guys usually do fine without my face. I just didn't want to scare the kids off, you know what I'm saying? They might get scared of my ugliness, so I wanted to hide you a little bit. But I'll come back on. Just nothing really doing. And I need to get back to work. Alright, Adam. I'm making a note right now. I wonder if that's the UPS truck outside, because that should be my... Let's see here. Awesome Miner. We're going to use Awesome Miner, but where's my thing? Awesome Miner. Awesome Miner. Auto switching. Alright. Idea saved. Thank you, sir. Alright, I'll put my face back on just to keep you guys happy. Alright, there you go. Hi. Alright. So what I'm doing is I'm being a dumbass. No, I'm literally trying to put my clocks back for my Ethereum back on the Nvidia system, because when we do anything other than Ethereum in Windows. The system likes to crash, don't know why, but whatever. So I'm applying my clocks and everything back. I'm going to restart the system, run out real quick, go make sure it boots into the Hive operating system. We'll switch back over to the AMD. AMD is still running really strong on the new FiroPoW algorithm. For anybody that's new or just joined, basically I'm just playing around with the hash rates, but the hash rates isn't new. We should be able to see or compare against KPOW, Cero, and other ProgPoW variant type coins and get relatively the same hash rate, same everything. So basically, if you have your overclocks already set for KPOW or Raven coin or something like that, just apply those same clocks when you switch to FiroPoW and you should be good to go. That's basically it. Nothing too much going on that I can talk about. It does, as I mentioned at the beginning, feel like a buy the rumor, sell the news type situation, because we saw that Firo pricing or the cost of Firo, the dollar value of Firo has dropped overnight. So in preparation of the Firo upgrade, people were buying, hoping and wishing on a lucky star or something, hoping that it would bring them some profit, and all it did was just upgrade the algorithm. It wasn't a hard fork where you got a 2-for-1 or 1-for-1 or anything like that. It was just a forking of the algorithm. Did it kick off the ASICs or whatever tools or whatever's on it? I don't know. But the hash rate has seemed to have gone up quite a bit since. All right, so you guys need to hang on for me real quick. I'm going to turn my face back off. And yeah, because I need to go grab this system and stop it from booting into Windows again. Honestly, when it comes to mining Ethereum, I have literally had less downtime on Windows than I had on Hive with that system. But it's a mixed rig, right? So you got all these various drivers that make certain GPUs work, and it's got GPUs that are non-LHR, GPUs that are LHR. It's got old GPUs, 1080 Ti, 2080, and the system is trying to install drivers to make them all work, and sometimes it can cause conflicts. Now, if you were building a system all out of the same card, you'd probably be a lot better. But in my case, I got a mixed rig. I accumulate these GPUs over time. I just want to make it work. All right, so it's gonna go to ETH hash. Let's try to get some edits going on here. We don't need this anymore. Apply changes, update, and then I really want this to be my flight sheet. Let's see here. Okay, so that's the flight sheet, 24.5. And I noticed too that when you set a miner, right, you hit setup miner config, it says version, the latest. It won't always choose the latest. You always gotta choose that dang thing manually. It drives me up the wall. So anyways, let's go back to my AMD system. If it will load. Any day now. All right, let's just do this. Let's see what happens here. Are you aware of the NFT game called Crypto Mines and the profit of that game? No, I have not dabbled in any NFTs. Will I? Maybe one day. But, you know, I was playing around with some art and I was thinking about putting it on Rarible or some NFT platform, but I'm not popular enough for people to actually buy my art and probably just sit there forever. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people making good money off of NFTs. Can't fault them for that, tell you that much. A lot of people making good money. I have not heard of that. So, NFT game called Crypto Mines and the profit of that game. Yeah, Luno Bird, I'm actually working right now. So I work from home. I work for a, well, let's just say it's a website company. I won't give specifics. And you know, I got everything monitored. Everything is good to go. Tickets are good to go. My team is handling business. You know, they're taking care of business, which is what we want. Everything is up to par. All my documentation and reports are done. I do have a meeting at 2 o'clock, so everything's good to go. Okay. All right, boss. All right, Luno. I'm sorry. But yes, we do have jobs. All right. Let's see if we can. So there's your AMD. We're going to see if we could jump into the Nvidia system. So AMD, again, GPU 0 is the 6600 XT, getting about 17.15 mega hash. GPU 1, 2, 3, and 5 are all 5700 XTs, as you can tell, because they're clearly around the same hash rate. Whoa, actually the 590 is gone, guys. The 590 crashed. Let's see what's going on. The 590 died. So it might be overclock or something. Yeah, we lost the 590. Interesting. What was the overclock for that? Okay, well, it was getting, basically, if we look at it here, it was getting about, what, 17, 16, 15 mega hash. So it's on par with what we thought. So there's your AMD results, nothing too crazy. We're going to go ahead and tell the system to reboot. And I'm going to switch over to the Nvidia system, which is probably still not working, but whatever. We'll see what's going on. If you're ever interested in any data results or like what the hash rate is for this GPU or that GPU, I have most of the GPUs that I have access to on Reddit. You know, like 3060 mining performance is a revision 1, not the LHR ones, but revision 1, the one that we could get to unlock. But I do have some testing for that. I got 3080, 3060 Ti, revision 1 again, 3070 revision 1, I think is on one of my buddies' channels, 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti for Red Panda and Tech Shinji. Here's the Tech Shinji one, 3080 Ti. Where me and him, he allowed me to use the GPU and do some testing. And you can see the hash rates for like a ProgPoW type coin. Right here, ProgPoW type coin, Ciro, and KPoW. KPoW gets a little bit better hash rate than Ciro. So, I mean, we could see a little bit better hash rate than we would on, you know, say, for example, Ciro on Firo. And I know say that 5 times fast is probably going to confuse people, but we'll have to see. I think the Nvidia system is not liking things, to be completely honest. So this is something I need to work on offline. This is the problem, or this is the life of a miner, basically. You just sit here, you're testing, you're tuning, you're overclocking, you're downclocking, you're getting the voltages right, you're turning up the fan speed, you're turning down the TDP or power limit, and you're just going back and forth. When you're switching algorithms, especially auto switching, Adam, which we'll probably talk about if make that video for you, is, you know, the clocks you have set for Ethereum may not work for KPoW. And if we look at the most profitable cryptocurrencies, if you look at my system, again, this is only my system, my setup, the most profitable coin to mine is Ethereum. But if it switches to Kryptonite GPU or Raven coin or whatever, or Flux, and it's trying to apply the Ethereum overclock while trying to mine Raven coin, the system's going to crash. So you got to find that balance, which I'll probably talk in more detail about that in a future video. But find that balance in auto switching is definitely something you need to do. It looks like it definitely crashed. Let me check something. Yeah, it's definitely crashing. So in this particular setup, what I would do is, let's see, what overclock is it trying to apply? The overclocks may be too high. So I'm going to open up a notepad. And typically what I like to do when something's crashing like this is I remove all the core clock, all the mem clock, everything that is in here. And the only thing I leave is maybe fan speed. And the power. And I let that ride, and then that's when I start tuning up from there. Okay, does it like this core clock? Does it like this mem clock? Because remember, in HiveOS, the differences between Windows operating system and Hive is the memory will be like cut in half, right? So what would be 870, like on the 5700, for example. So 875 times 2 is 1750. So it would be 1750 inside Windows, but it would be 875 on Hive. For Nvidia, what I found that is the absolute, instead of doing like, plus 100, plus 250, plus whatever, is doing the absolute core clock instead of a plus offset would be better for the Nvidia system. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get this fan speeds up. But yeah, it's just testing and tuning. So I'm going to be playing around with this algo for a while. Just wanted to do a quick live stream. Basically going to chill here, work, because, Luno's getting on me, probably going to fire me any second now. Sorry, Luno. I'll be right back to work, boss. But yeah, I'm going to test and tune. Got my main system here. Going to be doing some testing and tuning while I'm working and see where Firo likes to sit. If I can get some data together, maybe I might do another Reddit post. So keep an eye on that. You can follow me at CMVJax on Reddit. Also on Twitter, but my main official for this channel is at SerpentXSF. So yeah, hit me up. Let me know your thoughts. If you're mining Firo, I want to know down below. If you're not mining Firo, what are you mining? And we'll see how things turn out to be. You have a video on how to mine this coin? Yeah, I have a video. Wow, damn. It might have been a hot minute ago. Cause all right, so I done videos on. Let me see here real quick. Yikes. I can't remember now. Let's go back. Your channel. Videos. Zcoin. Yeah, I done videos on Zcoin. How to mine Zcoin. But Firo, I need to do an update. Let me see if I have an update. No, I need to do an update. I'll do an update video. It's been a hot minute. I'll do an update video. Now that it's switched over to FiroPoW, it's definitely time for one. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Sometimes if the system keeps crashing like this, it's not because you have too many GPUs. It could be connection issue. So the riser, the part that connects to the actual motherboard at the end of the riser, the little PCIe by 1 connection could be going bad. The riser itself could be going bad. The USB cable could be going bad. I tried different cables, tried different risers, and I just play around with it. Sometimes just unplugging the riser from the GPU and plugging it back in can fix things. But 9 times out of 10, the reason I experience so many issues with this is because it's a mixed rig. Like I said, it has old GPUs, 10 series, 20 series, 30 series, and it's trying to install a driver that's kind of in the middle. So I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. Doesn't look like it crashed yet. We'll see if anything loads up. And let me check live chat. We're getting ready to wrap up here, so if you have any questions for me, hit me up now. And we'll see how things are looking for this particular algorithm. An in-depth on Awesome Miner would be really appreciated. Awesome Miner is so expansive, I couldn't do a super in-depth one, but I could probably maybe do like different videos and break it up into shorter segments or some type. Yeah, I'm not sure how the U.S. is going to treat NFTs as far as the taxable income, but I mean, I would assume if you got the NFT at 0.002 ETH and you sold it for 0.1 ETH, whatever the profits are between the two, you would pay capital gains. So be mindful of that. Not unless you're doing it on a place or a wallet that doesn't report to the IRS. If you're on an exchange that reports to the IRS, you might want to report what you're getting. If you're not reporting that, you're going to get in trouble. Always wondered what the logic of Hive code team was making on the mem clocks *2 versus MSI afterburner. It's a Linux thing. Magic. It's not a Hive thing. It's a Linux thing. When you're in a Linux operating system, usually the clocks will be half of what you see on Windows normally. But yeah. All right, so here's the hash rates. As you can see, the 3060 is getting the Rev 1 3060, again, the unlockable one, but I need a specific driver, which I can't run with the LHR card, so I'm kind of handicapped. Do I get 50 mega hash on Ethereum, or do I get 32 or 50 mega hash with no LHR GPUs connected, or 32 mega hash with LHR GPUs connected? I could technically put the LHR cards on its own system and get the full hash rate, but to me, as things progress and TRX miner, LOL miner, G miner, get these unlocks kind of sorted, I really don't think it's going to be relevant. But I could always go back to Windows 4.705. I already have the dummy adapter put in. Boom, 50 mega hash on the Rev 1 3060 unlocked. But it's getting 20, almost 21 mega hash, 3060 LHR 23.58, 3070 LHR 25.27, 2080 could get a little bit more, but again, I'm downclocking because she's running hot, getting about 20 mega hash, 3070, another one that's LHR 24.67, 1660 Ti 12.76, 3070 non-LHR 25.94, so it's the exact same thing. There's no locks going on here. 3060 Ti non-LHR 25.1, 1080 Ti 15.58, basically close to the 1660 Ti, basically a little bit higher. 1660 Supers are doing a lot worse than Ti. Look at that, 12.72 versus the Super is only getting 9.61 or 8.51, and then the 3080 no LHR or anything. This one's getting 41.29, and then 3060 LHR 20.47. So once I took off the memory clocks and left once I took off the core clocks and the memory clocks, you could see that the system is running just fine. I could slowly put these back in if I wanted to, but that's something for me to do offline. You guys don't need to worry about that. It's mining Firo successfully. You always want to make sure that you're getting shares at the pool. Let's see here. Where's my wallet? I forgot my wallet. What's my wallet address? I forgot already. Let me pull it up in T-Rex Miner. I'm getting ready to wrap up. So if you got any questions, hit me up now. You know what? I'm not even worried about it. I'm not going to even worry about it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. There's your Nvidia system, AMD system, both working. Core clocks is part of the problem. 590 is still missing from here. That's a problem that I need to solve. Maybe something, I know that 590 was on its last leg. Maybe something happened that it didn't like, and now it's completely offline, so I'll probably need to do some troubleshooting on that, which that is my problem, not yours. So I will take care of that. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you're doing, what you're mining. Are you mining Firo? You're not mining Firo? What's up? Let me know. And yeah. So not too long of a video, but just long enough, over an hour. Just wanted to show the hash rates, very similar to some of the other Firo, or excuse me, PowerPoW variant coins. Firo, PowerPoW again looks like it's getting a little bit better hash rate than that of Firo or other PowerPoW variants. and just show the difference. You know, we saw the network hash rate jump from 25 gigahash all the way up to 100 and something gigahash, but that could be because how FiroPoW calculates hash rate versus NTP. That doesn't mean like thousands of people jumped on, even though I'm sure a lot of people switched over to Firo before the upgrade just to stack those sats. Because the best time, honestly, why do people switch over for upgrade? Let's talk about that real quick. People switch over for an upgrade because there's a possibility or a chance that you could stack a bunch of those things as quickly as possible than you normally would once everything settles down, right? Once the difficulty levels out, the network hash rate levels out, stuff like that, you could actually get a whole lot more of that asset or currency. Also, that currency, as you can see, is not on whattomine.com. Maybe the pricing isn't priced in yet. Things got to level out. So you can wind up getting a lot of those and for cheap, and then one day when it pops off, you know, sell it for whatever amount. But you can see that we're over 200 gigahash right now. 203 gigahash, when yesterday we were at 23, 25, 27 gigahash. Again, as I mentioned, probably because of the differences and how it's calculated, but who's to say? It's not on what to mine yet. We'll see when it gets added. But a lot of people like to take advantage of upgrades or switchovers or forks or anything like that, especially when it comes to mining, because you could wind up getting a lot of those sats or stacking those sats and then turn around and flip them for a profit. I just like Firo, so I wanted to mine it and show you the hash rates. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this live, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell to stay up to date with what's going on, as well as check out some of the links in the description that help support the channel. I greatly appreciate all your help. And for all my members, High Speed Miner, Emmanuel Santos, and all those out there, well, Emmanuel, you are the same person. Thank you for sending that rig, by the way, that rig frame. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I will consider your ideas for the future. Just know I'm a full-time employee, full-time dad, full-time husband, while running YouTube. So while your ideas are recorded for the future, I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right? Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all in the next one.